This is harder than I thought it'd be. When I came up with this idea, I thought to myself, hey, this should be easy. I got a lot of games to pick from. All I gotta do is choose one, and I'm sure while playing it, an idea will come to me on how to make a video out of it. I was very wrong. Time out. I have to make a quick tangent so that the next 2 minutes of this video makes sense. I don't really care about food. I eat it because I have to. Otherwise, give me whatever's edible, quick, and cheap, and I'll put it in my body. However, there exists a place that serves sandwiches that I simply adore. I fucking love it. I love it. I love Jersey Mike's. Every time I'm biting into one of those sandwiches, I got that video of my guy Merle playing in my head.
Oh, God, it's so good. So good and tasty.
Yeah, that one. So good. Anyways, I decided to invent a rating system that's 100% accurate, mind you, that equates the quality of a video game to the number of sandwiches that it's worth from Jersey Mike's. I ran a bunch of really complicated tests, ate a bunch of fucking sandwiches, and poured over the data.
It's actually very scientific. I won't go into it right now.
So this system is basically irrefutable. So just know that when you see the scores, they're backed by science. And people these days don't really argue with science, so keep that in mind. Enjoy. It's not because I haven't been playing games. I've been playing games. I've been playing a lot of games. Maybe too many games, honestly. But since that first video, I have played Narita Boy. Prayer is algorithmic mysticism. Ansible links. Chemical electrodynamics embracing the creator in myriad binary impulses. What? Cyberpunk.
You look like a cut of fuckable meat, are you?
Shadow of the Colossus. Alright. Stick the landing. Replayed the entire Uncharted series. Thought you were supposed to pick games you haven't played before. Shut the fuck up. No one asked you. Ori and the Blind Forest, and I'm currently working through its sequel. And I'm about 60% of the way through the original Dark Souls. All of those games could have been made into a video for this series, but none of them felt like they fit. What makes one game fit and another not fit? I don't know. So far, I've just known it when I've seen it, or played it, or whatever. So anyway, that's why I'm talking about Furi! No, actually, the game is called Furi. Before I dive into the game though, I wanted to address something that my friend Tom brought up to me after my last video, which is that I am behind schedule with this series. In fact, I even said as much in the video, but I thought about it, and I'm actually not, because I didn't say that I would make one video per month. What I said was, I made a New Year's resolution to play at least one game from it a month, and make a video about it. Did you catch it? That big, juicy technicality? I don't know how you could miss it, so obvious that it basically slaps you across the face. All I said was that I would pick and play at least one game a month, and I've far exceeded that. I never gave any kind of time frame for when said video would come to be. Plus, at this point, guys, we should all know that a New Year's resolution is more of a guideline than a rule anyways. Damn, Tom, isn't it crazy how wrong you are right now? Alright, so Furi has been in my backlog for a minute, and I definitely should have played it sooner because this game is just a good time. I started playing it literally 20 minutes after beating Ori and the Blind Forest, and I wound up going straight through the game, beating it that day. It's not that it's an easy game. I played on normal difficulty, but you can make it harder if that's your sort of thing. I was enjoying myself, so I decided to see it through to the end in one sitting. It's a game consisting entirely of boss fights, 10 to be exact, and it throws you right into the action. Well, actually first you gotta deal with this asshole sucker punching you a couple times. He just comes up to you and starts talking shit, and you're like, all right, I'm gonna fuck this guy up. And then you transition into a boss fight / tutorial, and by the end of it, you do wind up giving him the beans, but then you got this sus motherfucker over here watching from the sidelines telling you to go and kill your way out of this prison complex, and you're like, okay, that sounds pretty brutal, but if it means I get to hear more of these beats, I'm not down. So you embark on your murder journey because Rabbitface said you should, and while I can't agree with the dude's morals, he does have a pretty good idea of what fun is. What makes Furi such a delight is that it offers a simple path towards beating every boss and coming out the other side a better player. All the tools your character needs to accomplish this are given to you from the outset, so it's basically up to you to get good and get it done. Now, is there some depth in how you need to juggle these tools in the fights? Yes, but I don't see that as the real challenge of Furi. The real challenge is how fast everything is. A flurry of attacks will come your way 1 second, and then as soon as a window of opportunity presents itself in another, you have to be ready to take advantage. The game isn't about maximizing character stats, making sure you have the right equipment for the fight, or anything like that. It's about how well you recognize what is happening right now. Thankfully, even if you fail, which I did many times, you get to jump right back in and try again. So each fight stays fresh in your mind so long as you're persistent. And then eventually your persistence is rewarded with the satisfaction of putting that bastard that's in your way on his or her ass. But even before that, in the midst of each fight, you get little moments where you see yourself improving. Like, god damn, when you finally counter each hit in a sequence perfectly.
Pepper needs new shorts!
Not much more to say about Furi. I don't really think this series is meant for that. Maybe it is, I don't know. This is only video 2. In short, Furi is a game of speed, miniature triumphs, great tunes, and questionable motives. And what does that all add up to? A good time. And god damn it if that's not the only thing that matters when you're playing games. See you soon.